This was the Excel case problem 1 for Alltech bicycles. We created some formulas to add up data or subtract data as part of an income statement for Alltech bicycles. That was the purpose. We completed it by creating certain formulas. So for example, you have net sales and cost of sales, and you want to figure out what the gross margin is. You're going to subtract the cost of sales from the net sales, and you do that by creating a formula. You can see what the formula is by clicking in the section that the answer is in, that the gross margin is in. So for example, this formula here tells you how you got to this number, and that is true in each of these columns. And then, for example, here you have some totaled expenses. This was used by using the auto sum function. You can also use the sum function if you highlight an entire row of numbers. Let's say you had 13 plus 13 plus 13, and you wanted to know what that equaled. You can just hit the sum function and you get your answer in the next cell below. If you wanted to know what 200 minus any given number was, you could create a formula here, up here, and say that what you want to have appear in this cell, to cell G7, as you can see from this, is the answer to 200 minus 89. So you're going to say that the formula equals G5 minus G6. And then you hit enter. You get your difference there. That's probably the feature that I enjoyed learning about the most, was the auto sum and the sum, and that you could put a formula into a cell to get mathematical answer. This is the Excel case problem 1 for the Frostyware sales report. In this case, we did a lot more style. We worked on style more than just adding data or creating formulas. So as you can see, this is a lot more stylish than the Alltech bicycles. We did this by applying styles from the, this is the ribbon here. My computer's a Mac, so some of the places where I found things were a little different than in the instructions given. For example, in tables, we chose table styles. So I could just open this, go to medium. Often we use table style 2. And we learned how to use the copy formatting, which allows you to highlight any given range of cells that you want. And by using this copy formatting paintbrush, you can apply it from one location to another without changing any of the actual data that's in the cells. So you're just copying the format. So we learned how, for instance, to change fonts, which you can do here. When you change the style of something, the font changes. Sometimes the name of the font changes and the size of the font changes, but you can go in and change it even more if that's what you want. We learned how to switch back and forth between different views. So you can see your normal view or your page layout view. We learned how to work within the headers and the footers. Simply double clicking on the header area, and then this allows you to do certain things. Sometimes you have to type some text in first and then use some of that stuff from the design bar. Sometimes you can just type in what you need, for example, the name there in the center. I think the thing I liked most in this project learning about was the format, the copy formatting, the way that you could do that without altering any data. It makes it really easy to make a nice uniform looking spreadsheet. That's probably my favorite part of the Frostyware project.